And hello. Here we are in a brand new studio. And here's your countrified version of This Town is Wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, not at all. We're just going to wing it. Yeah! You've always been a good girl, smart girl, pretty girl, lucky girl, happy as the day is long. You've always been a good girl, smart girl, pretty girl, lucky girl, happy as the day is long. This town has so much at stake in you. Do you have any idea what they put you through? They tell you will go for a little star. How I wonder what you are when I watch you wearing their jewels. They want you to have long hair, short skirts, clear skin, nothing hurts, following their every rule. Why don't you make the rules? Why don't you make the rules? Angela, this town is wrong. Angela, this town is wrong. So now it's so sad to see you this way. I call, but you never have time to play. Don't have big dreams, big plans, beneficial programs, a studio with mirrors for walls. Your doctors tell you work it through, smooth it out, feel your pain, let it out. I never let you learn how to grow. Then why don't you make the rules? You make the rules. Angela, this town is wrong. Angela, this town is wrong. Angela, spread your wings and be gone. It's midnight, your lights on and I'm standing here in your yard. I sold my computer for a used acoustic guitar. You only need your toothbrush, 50 bucks, a velvet shirt that brings you luck, the voice that's your mother's investment. My morning will be long gone, on the run, city bound. I know someone, I'm sure we could stay at her apartment, and then we'll make the rules. We'll make the rules. Yeah, Angela, this town is wrong. Angela, this town is wrong. Angela, spread your wings and be. Angela, spread your wings and be. Angela, spread your wings and be gone. Be
That was fun. That was not how we've ever played that before in our lives.
No. That's true.
But it was nice. It was like,
It woke you up, didn't it?
I make chicken for dinner about, 5 nights a week. And so when I come up with a new chicken recipe, I'm really excited. Welcome to our Monday night. Tonight is called Your House is Strong. And it was built around a brand new song. Nerissa just wrote a brand new song that isn't about
Nerissa
a house
and
at all.
Dave.
Nerissa and Dave.
Together.
Sorry. Dave started the song and Nerissa finished the song this week, and then we all arranged it together. And it doesn't have any... Yes, it has to do with a house because there's a roof in it. But it made me think of all sorts of other songs that Nerissa had written along the way, and I felt like you were sort of talking to yourself with these lyrics. So that's what made me put together this show for tonight. But we're going to start with a song from our record, Love in China. This was... most parents have an album that they put on in order to, like, get through long car trips. Like, it's their fail-safe record. And for my son, it was James Taylor's Greatest Hits. But for my first child, it was this record, Love in China. And it was because we made it when they were about 3 or 4 months old. And so we actually had to listen to it over and over and over in the car in order to, like, think about what we were going to put on next. And so I think it was because of the exposure that they felt that this was the most soothing record. But
This was meant to be a lullaby.
this first song,
Yeah.
well, it worked.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When it is gray, there's nothing to say, and no one wants to play with you now. Oh no. When it is blue, there's nothing to do. They sold their coat to you to show them how. Oh yeah. With their pictures of wagonettes poured in like cigarettes, Mary and the Pope won't keep them dry. But there's something not to forget, someone who won't let them get by. Oh, oh, oh. Take a ticket to my house. Whoa, whoa, you're halfway there. Whoa, 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 take a ticket to my house, and I'll rock you in my mother's chair. When you were young, you thought it was fun to run away from home time after time. Oh yeah. No one would tell and no one would yell, and if you fell down, no one would mind. Oh no. Well, there's a church on the periphery, Our Lady of Epiphany. A woman kneels to take the host. She's been sober for 20 years, and this is what she fears and loves most. Oh, oh, oh. I take a ticket to my house. Oh, 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 you're halfway there. Oh, 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 take a ticket to my house, and I'll rock you in my mother's chair. Whoa, whoa. Take a ticket to my house. 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 Take a ticket to my house, and I'll rock you in my mother's chair. La da 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 la da da da.
Both of those songs were about running away from home.
Yes.
Did you notice that?
It was kind of a theme, yeah.
This next song is this
Wait.
person is definitely leaving a place.
What are we
But
singing
they are
now?
also going to a place. Oh, you didn't write. I thought you were going to copy it down onto a big piece of paper.
No.
I have no pen. It is, here. I'll write it on this, Nerissa. So
A
the
cheat
next
sheet.
song is...
Oh, yeah, that song.
Oh, Snapples.
Okay, good.
But to be honest,
This is kind of a runaway song, too, actually. I mean, it's in the subtext.
right, I guess what I was thinking is that this one, she knows where she's going.
Yes.
In the last two, they were leaving. They might have had an idea of where they were going, but they didn't know exactly where. And this narrator is
No,
definitely...
the second one is definitely she's going to the church.
Okay, and
She's
the other
gonna
ones
hide
are going
out in
to
the church.
city. But
The other
that's
ones
not
are going,
a permanent
no,
choice.
she has a friend. We could stay in her apartment.
I know, they're not permanent choices. This person is like ready to begin something,
Yes, a new life.
you know? They've got big plans.
And I dedicate this to my friend Josephine Halverson, an amazing artist who's right now in Santa Fe at Ghost Ranch.
That's so cool. Okay, I don't remember what that song is.
It's all right. We'll just do a song. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
1, 2, 3.
Driving into Santa Fe, dreaming of the day I'll make it mine. That day's coming. Ani DeFranco on the tape player, thinking of the things I'd say to her if I could. But I just humming. Girl, you've got some nerve, taking everything that you deserve, touching all the places that are yours, and touching all the bases as you score. Oh, Georgia, ooh, Georgia, oh, oh, Georgia, ooh, Georgia, ooh. I wanna be a woman like you, yeah. I found a place to call my home. It's not much, but it's my own. It's mine, but I let you in. The pictures hang on every wall. Photos show you standing straight and tall while you look through him. I light a candle, then I call your name. You reach me through your veil of death and fame. You reach me through your flowers and your bones. And I swear to God, I swear I'm not alone. Oh, Georgia, ooh, Georgia, oh. Oh, Georgia, ooh, Georgia, ooh. I wanna be a woman like you. I wanna be a woman like. My cup into your holy spring. The diva takes a breath and then she's singing. And I rub my hand on your Rosetta Stone. A little flower power of my own. Yeah, little flower power. wanna be a woman like you. I wanna be a woman like me.
I remember what that song is.
You do.
Don't worry.
I remember now.
Tear Your Stillhouse Down.
That would have been a good one.
Wouldn't that have been a good one?
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
It's not that song either. There's no covers in tonight's show. Not one. Unless you count that weird cover of the Nields song we did at the beginning. So, we live in Western Massachusetts, as you probably know, in a town of Northampton. And lots of cool stuff goes on in towns like this. I'm sure lots of cool stuff goes on in towns like yours. In our town, there is an organization called Mother Woman, and they were founded in order to provide support for women after they gave birth. The idea was that postpartum is a not very well researched, and at that time really was not very well researched or discussed issue for women, and lots of women were suffering without any support at all. And there was some research that talking in communion with other women, other mothers who are also postpartum, would actually alleviate some of those postpartum symptoms. And so that's how Mother Woman started, as sort of a support group, but it has grown to be an incredible advocate for women and mothers really all over the country. And they've definitely worked hard at protecting pregnant women from losing their jobs wrongfully, and making sure that that women are able to give birth in freely and with the respect of their caregivers. And to that end, I believe they've been working on making sure that women who are imprisoned are able to give birth unshackled in a hospital. It's hard to imagine that even needed to be fought for, but it did. And so, of course, when Mother Woman came to us and asked us to do something for them for Mother's Day, we were honored. And Nerissa was like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And then wrote this incredible song that everybody was like, where did this come from? This is perfect. And Mother Woman made a beautiful video out of it, which you can find on the interwebs somewhere. This is our Christmas card to mothers. I mean, not Christmas card. My gosh. Mother's Day card. What the heck?
It's Mother's
Sorry.
Day this Monday.
It is.
No, first of all, it's a Sunday, and second, it's in May.
But can't we tell our kids that it's this Monday? That seems like a good idea.
That would be a whole week from now. Why don't we say next Sunday? How's that? Next Sunday. Okay.
And my birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
No, but it was our dad's birthday last Friday. Happy birthday to our dad. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What if all the moments that felt like failure were really the ones that made me strong? What if all the time when you thought you'd ruin me, there actually was nothing wrong? I know there are times when you think our house will crumble and fall on our heads. Believe me when I say our house is strong, and so are you. The broken spots are where the light shines through. Our house is strong, and so are we. It's the forgiving of each other that sets us free.
I know it wasn't easy to watch me struggle to finally get to my feet.
I know it wasn't easy to work to feed us when we kept interrupting your sleep. You always had time to hold me close, to listen and believe when I heard a ghost. I believed you when you say our house is strong, and so are you. The haunted rooms are where the truth comes through. Our house is strong, and so are we. It's the believing in each other that sets us free. And there were those years when we couldn't speak without it ending in a fight. You had the wisdom to let me go crashing through with no headlights. And I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you hid it. One day in the summer we made the time to gather like the women we'd grown to be. Gathered like the harvest, we heard the news, and everything vanished from the screen. The mother we get is the mother we need, even when we're all alone. I hear you sing to your own mama. Our house is strong, and so are you. The broken spots are where the light shines through. Our house is strong, and so are we. It's the forgiving of each other that sets. Our house is strong, and so are you. The haunted rooms are where the truth comes through. Our house is strong, and so are we. It's the believing in each other that sets us free.
Well, I remember writing that song, and I do not remember being like, oh, sure, I'll do that. And then it just came out. I remember it took a very long time to write that song. A very long time. I worked very hard. And I don't think I've worked so hard on a song until now. This song that Dave and I started writing in early August. Dave, I think it's like 8 weeks for this song. It's a very long time for me.
There were lots of backs and forths.
There were lots of backs
Nerissa
and
would bring a
forths.
version over, and they would go back and forth on it. It was fun to watch.
It was fun to do, but also hard. It was really hard, and there were things in the lyrics that I just felt like I'm not getting it right, but that's okay because it's not time for me to get it right. Like the thing hasn't arrived yet, and I just have to be patient. And that last song, Your House is Strong, was really written from the point of view of a daughter more than the point of view of a mother. It was like really honoring the mother. And I wrote it when my children were very, very little, and I was a brand new mother. This song is from the point of view of a parent to a child, to a much older child. And we've never, ever, ever performed it in front of anybody before. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't keep score. The silos all are empty. Don't ask for more when you've been given plenty. Rotten ears, it's been years since we had something to cheer about. But don't let it stop you, don't let it stop you from trying to figure it out. You're so busy searching for the proof of the prankster in the design. You never noticed the angel on the roof who was there all the time. She was there all the time. Oh no. In this world, I thought I could protect you. If I were the chooser, you know I would select you. In the end, it depends on the planting of the seed. We are grown by our children until we become the parents that we need. We're so busy searching for the proof, the gangster in every crime. We never noticed the angel on the roof who was there all the time. She was there all the time. And when you go, you won't take nothing for your journey. 'Cause you never know what's lost and what will be returning. This old farm still has good earth below it. Take my arm, let's walk around and sow something new, something true, something no one ever grew before. And when it emerges, we'll know that it's time. There's nothing left to answer for, and we'll be busy living in the truth, all the fruit from the vine, setting the table for the angel on the roof who was there all the time. She was there all the time. She was there all the time. She was there all the time.
That's the angel on the roof. Oh, thanks, Stan.
Thanks, Stan.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Sarah.
you, Sarah. Yay.
Thank you.
It'll get better when we know our parts even better. Sorry about that second verse. I messed up my part.
I didn't know.
Oh, we're so excited to be at Passim. So this Friday we
yeah.
have our first and really our only indoor show of the year at Passim. And Passim is in Cambridge in Harvard Square. And they have very strict COVID protocols. You have to be vaccinated and you have to show your vaccine card in order to get in. And you have to wear a mask unless you are eating or drinking.
Or singing,
Or singing. Yeah. Phew.
if you're us.
Yeah. And I'm being tested this week. So I will let you know. I mean, I'm
We
very
haven't gone
careful.
anywhere.
And well, I go to school.
Oh.
So that's why I'm being tested.
Oh.
So we are excited about that because as fun as it is to play music, as it has been to play music here, which is incredibly fun, and outdoors in front of real human beings, there's nothing like the feeling of a room full of people who chose to be there for this music. It's just extremely fun and exciting.
That said, you can live stream the Passim show on Friday at 7:00. Just go to passim.org/the Nields or just Google Passim the Nields October 1st. And it will come up your instructions of what to do, and you can see us again. All right, here's yet another house song.
This is from our "If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home Now" record, which is so housey.
We were really homesick because we were on the road. I used to, we'd be on the road all the time, and we would stop at these truck stops to buy stuff. Like you just had to get out of the van.
Get out of the van whenever you can.
That was our motto.
slogan.
Yes, and you had to get out of the van and go to the Quickie Mart thing and buy something. And all of us kept getting sick in various ways and having to cut things out of our diets until pretty soon. And the last thing we were buying was bottled water. And then we had to stop buying bottled water because, bottles are terrible for the planet. So then there was just nothing to buy. But I would secretly, when the band wasn't looking, I would buy Martha Stewart Living. And I would hide it under Rolling Stone and read about what you could do with your home if you had a home, which I didn't.
But we each had a home in our van. Our van had 4 bench seats and 2 captain's chairs. And one of the captain's chairs obviously was the driver's seat. And the other one was always occupied by Bob Potter, who was our sound engineer for many, many years.
And then Jason Raboyne, who was our
Although
sound
I think
engineer.
Jason occasionally took a seat in the back.
That's true. Jason linked the back.
And then David would take the captain's chair.
Right.
But anyway, Nerissa had the front bench. Dave and I had the second bench. And then Dave and David had the third bench. And one of them would be driving or I would be driving. I guess the 3 of us sort of rotated around. And then Dave Hauer was in the way back. And we did sort of decorate our bench area. Above my head was a map of the United States, and I would look at it and watch where we were on it and when we were going to turn around and start driving east again. And
also in the back of my seat where you would look, you had put up a poster that you had found that said, "There's nothing better than an attitude of gratitude."
really? Yes.
And under my bench, I didn't have a front really, except for the driver's seat, and that was sort of sacred, so I couldn't touch that. But under my bench seat, there, the bench had metal legs that made a really nice bookend, and I lined up books all the way across underneath my bench seat.
It was your bookshelf.
It's my bookshelf.
Do you guys remember the most annoying thing I ever did in the van?
No, what?
I threw a handful of Skittles
Oh.
into the wheel well. And it made a huge, clattery.
Wait, outdoors?
What is the wheel well?
Well,
What's-
into the place, the step where you open the side door and there's a step there where we used to keep our garbage.
When you...
Yes,
That is very strange.
I know. I don't know why I just thought of that.
remember it.
Was it funny? Was it meant to be funny?
I mean, I guess so. It was not that funny. I mean, I thought it was funny, but
I just remembered
Better
that
than if you'd thrown a handful of maple syrup.
I
that
don't know. That would have made less noise.
But it would have been stickier. All right, let's sing the people a song.
okay. If they insist. 1, 2.
To Mercy House we came, over and over again.
sews up all the holes in our older brother's clothes and tells us it's safe to go outside. Leos Dojo. Leos Dojo. Leos Dojo. Come home, come home, come home, come home, come home, come home. And mercy, how we fell down to the bottom of her well. She tries to coax us out. She cups her hands and shouts, "Oh, but think of the stories you will tell." Leos Dojo. Leos Dojo. Leos Dojo. Come home, 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 come
I remember when we were on the road thinking about what home was. You know, I remember feeling a longing for home, but I was in that apartment where I lived so infrequently that it's hard for me to imagine that it really felt like home more than the van did, for instance. But I remember wanting to be able to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like make my own food.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Do you remember we had a cookbook called the Roadkill Cookbook?
The Roadkill Cookbook. I remember that it was discussed, and you were meant to cook things on the
on the hot car in the South when it was in the summertime, and we actually
we
didn't.
not.
No, we didn't. But we did try to have a picnic, like a cookout at a motel that had like an outdoor little courtyard. Do you remember that?
did try to do that. I don't think it worked that well.
No, I feel like somebody did get some tinfoil and try to cook something on the hood of the car, though. That doesn't ring a bell? It was the green van, not the white van.
I don't know. I didn't. I mean,
I didn't either, but I really think it happened.
Sounds like something Jason might have done.
I think it was Jason and David
Yeah.
who did this. And I did not partake. I know that. But yeah, food was hard on the road. We've talked about that a lot, about our sad Wendy's baked potatoes.
but I mean, I guess I want to talk more about like what it, like I remember thinking, I want to know my neighbors and I want to plant a garden. Mm-hmm. Like when I was sort of thinking about like, what are the things that make home feel like home? And for me, my pillow and my comforter feel like home. And so I carried them with me on the road so that I would sort of bring my home with me. But, yeah, there's some things that you just can't bring on the road with you. And
A pony.
No, not a pony.
You used to bring ponies on the road.
I mean, if we'd gotten an extra trailer behind our band trailer, a horse trailer, we could have each had a pony.
Yeah,
that would have been a really weird, rickety thing to park, though. But I wanted to say, Patty, for my 30th birthday, she built me a garden. Like, she planted me a garden.
She planted me a garden, too.
Yeah, that was the best present
It was
ever.
such a good present.
It was such a good present. Oh, my God.
And I would just walk outside and pick my lettuce leaves and eat my salad. It was so lovely.
Yeah.
I'm not good at having a garden anymore, but next summer I'll have a garden. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Me too.
All right. Anyway, this is a song that Nerissa wrote at my request after we had lots of home and we'd filled up our home with kids and chaos and laundry. And I wanted a song about
Legos. Lots of Legos.
When we met, I thought our journey was over. Locked the door and shut me in. By a ring, invite our friends to come over. Celebrate the holy sin. But love's much bigger than either one of us. We knew love won't be contained. Don't wanna be right, don't wanna be wrong, don't wanna be smart, don't wanna be strong. I don't even want to be happy. You tell me what's true, I'll know what to do. And I can be me, you can be you. We'll have the full catastrophe. I wanna see the sunset in the desert. I want the moonrise by the sea. I want our kids to sing about Montana and Appalachian harmonies. I want to hold you when the early morning monsters come. I want to be there when the spokes go free. Don't wanna be right, don't wanna be wrong, don't wanna be smart, don't wanna be strong. I don't even want to be happy. If you tell me what's true, I'll know what to do. And I can be me, you can be you. We'll have the full catastrophe. They say the hours drag, but the years fly by. Some days it's hard to find a moment to ask why. We think we're in it for the memories, but I'd trade in all my scrapbooks for an hour more of sleep. I wanna rise before the kids start us spinning. Take your hand and say a prayer. true, I'll know what to do. And I can be me, you can be you. We'll have the full catastrophe.
You want to swap these two?
No.
In this order you put them in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have that record that we called If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home Now. And partly that seemed funny because, you know, we were constantly on the highways of America where there would be that sign all the time. But I think also the point of that title was to say, if you wake up and notice and live in the present moment and pay attention, you might notice that you actually are already home. And this song is from that record, right? Yeah. And it sort of embodies that spirit, I think. Right?
Yes.
I'm not that good at interpreting poetry and songs. So
you
sometimes
guys
I have
see
the
that
wrong
movie?
idea for weeks and months and years and decades. And Nerissa's like, what? That is not what that song's about. And I'm like, oh.
I wasn't really listening because what I was doing when you were talking just now was thinking about that movie, The Sound of Metal. Have you guys seen that yet? Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And this won't give anything away because it begins, it's about a guy and two people who are in a band, and they're the whole band and they're lovers. And he's the drummer and she sings and plays guitar. They're very, very loud, like well beyond punk. It's like something that has a name that I don't know, but it's very, very, very loud.
Is it The Sound of Metal?
Sound of Metal. And, but they live in this Winnebago type thing. It's not a Winnebago, but you know, that kind of thing. And at the beginning, it's like the most beautiful scene of him getting up, working out, and making him and her some kind of green smoothie for breakfast. And, you know, he's very, very careful in the way he makes it. And you can just see that they have their whole life right there. And that's where they live. And they drive around from gig to gig and sell their stuff. And everything's wonderful. Whenever a movie begins with, you know, everything being wonderful, hang on.
Yeah. But I like that idea. Like they had figured out how to make home.
They had totally
Portable.
figured out how to make
And,
home portable.
Yeah.
But you guys, you have to see that movie. It's just, I'm talking to them and you.
All right.
It's so, so, so good. You will thank me for seeing it, for suggesting it. Okay, here we're gonna sing a song called "Keys to the Kingdom." 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa.
Sorry.
It's so fun. I wanted to
It was really good.
I was making my way through the desert. I was making my way to the sea. I was making some money for a ticket on a boat when the keys to the kingdom came to me. No more will you walk as a stranger. No more will you travel alone. No more will you be without your family. You've got the keys to the kingdom, come on home. You've got the keys to the kingdom, come on home. You've got the keys to the kingdom, come on home.
take me back and take me back and take me way back. Take me back, take me back and take me way back. Take me back, take me back and take me way back. You've got the keys to the kingdom. Come on home. For somebody to find I've got everything I need to make that journey home. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I got everything I need to make that long journey home. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. All the time. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I got everything I need to make that long journey home. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time. I had everything I need to make that long journey home. I had the keys to the kingdom all the time.
Thanks so much, you guys.
we have
one more song for you.
We'll be quick though, but thank you so much. Come to Passim on Friday.
So songs for the lobby are This Town Is Wrong, Ticket to My House.
We're not going to do This Town Is Wrong for a third time in a row.
Okay. Ticket to My House, Georgia O, Your House Is Strong, the new song which is called Angel on the Roof, Mercy House, Full Catastrophe, Keys to the Kingdom, or this song, which is for you because we love you. Thank you so much for being here on Monday nights and helping to support us through this very challenging time. And if you are in the Boston area, come to Passim. And if you're not, come to the live stream. And we'll be back next Monday with a whole other show. Have a great week, you guys. This is Easy People.
We sat around the table and we drank a bottle of wine, and it poured around us like a moat. No one could find us, and I was fine, and I said, haven't I paid my dues by now? Haven't I paid my dues by now? Haven't I paid my dues by now? And don't I get the right to choose? Well, I choose you to take up all of my time, and I choose you because you're funny and kind, and I want easy people from now on. Easy people, people. see by Christmas lights and your TV. And that seems to be enough to see what we want to see. You let me be who I wanna be, and we'll be easy from now on. From now on. Easy people. Easy people. Why can't I be easy? Why can't I be easy like you? Oh, to you I would bring the words I pray, and the morning light that comes into this room today. If you would only rise, if you would only say, I want you to take up all of my time. I want you because you're funny and kind, and we'll be easy from now on. From now on. Easy people. Easy people. Easy people. Easy people. Yeah, yeah. Good night, good people.
Good night. See you next week.